everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today we're doing another installment of Woodcraft Wednesdays. So we're out here in the shop and we're going to be working on the bracelet organizer that I released a spoiler for last week. This one's going to be a little bit different because it's going to be a live edge version. I have a couple of different pieces of wood that I was hoping to work with. They have a very different look, so I'm excited to see how they turn out. So if you're ready, then let's get into it. So here are two pieces. You can see they're very different. This one's more of a live edge and it has a lot more twists. And this one's very straight and all the bark has been stripped off of it. The first step we're going to be taking is we're going to take a handsaw just for simplicity. And I'm just going to cut the two at the lengths I want to be working with. Right here, this is a nice straight section. And I think this piece here. I've got our wood cookies for the ends here and here. Now we've got our pieces done. This one went so well that I decided to do another one. I think the design I'm going to go with is a wooden piece in the center to connect it, and then the two wooden pieces on either end. So we've got our drill. I'm going to put this piece to the side. I've decided I'm going to go with the lighter wood. So we're just going to sand the edges of these so they're nice and flat so we can mount these on easily. That one took a bit more work because it wasn't as clean of a cut. So this is actually the next day, and if any of you saw my shorts, you'll know that I was having a bit of a hard time with this project. I took a step back, gave it some thought, and I'm coming at it with a new angle. The issues I was facing were that my screws were too long, and that I don't think that this piece is wide enough to give enough clearance for the bracelet to slip easily over the knobs at the end once it's mounted. So to solve both of those problems, I'm going to take a couple of wood blocks. I'm going to trim the edges off so that they look smooth. And I'm going to mount that behind. That'll take up the extra space for the screw. And it will also give us lots of room to put the bracelet on the organizer as well. Something else that was giving me some trouble in my last video was working with the hand tools. I think I should have done power tools from the start. So rather than using a handsaw to take the corners off, I'll be getting right into it with an oscillating power tool. It has a saw attachment on the end for wood, and it's going to take these pieces off really nicely. So let's get into it again. going to take a quick break and get some gloves. If any of you wonder why my hands are red in the thumbnails, it's because I do stuff like this without gloves on a cold day. So I'm pretty happy with how these turned out, though I do regret my decision of using this particular wood. This wood is oak. I grabbed them thinking it would save me time because they were already pretty close to the size I needed. But since oak is such a hard wood, it really took me probably twice as long to prepare and sand them than it probably would if I had used something softer like pine. Oak can also be brittle, so I'm really hoping they don't split when I screw this into them. I could try to mitigate this by pre-drilling a hole into the wood, so we'll see how that turns out. As a side note, I'd really highly recommend, if you don't have one, getting a detail sander. It really cuts down the sanding time over sanding by hand, and it's a good tool for beginners. It's not very intimidating and it's difficult to injure yourself, which makes it a good tool for jumping into using power tools. I'm going to use the existing screw here to kind of make a mark of where I want to make this. So there's the finished piece, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This time I'm going to put the glue on first because it makes it a little bit easier. So the pieces are all finished, and the additional wood has given us enough space that we have just a bit of screw left over to mount it to the wall. I think I'm going to stain that to match the rest of the wood, and I'll see you guys inside for the install. Here we are upstairs, and this is day 3 of our project. So I'm going to be taking our pieces and putting them on the wall here, and I'm just going to use the screw in the back to make a mark on the wall where we want to put it. I think those look pretty good, and then you just give it a little push. I'm going to put these in to stabilize. So here's how they look. I originally intended them to be bracelet holders like the previous ones that I had made, but I actually already have the bracelet holders. So I thought these might be a nice storage solution for some scarves. So I'm going to add a few of those and then we'll come back. So here's my finished product. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm able to display a lot of my scarves, and I really like the look of this design as well. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you'll be notified when I release new videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.